On 7 News at 11, a call for people around the world to pay attention and pray as war now takes over part of the Middle East. Good evening, I'm Febin Kassoun. Israel declared war on Hamas following the group's deadly incursion into Israel over the weekend. Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that Israel's offensive against Hamas in the Gaza Strip has only just begun. And Israel has now conducted 3 days of heavy airstrikes in the region in retaliation to the Hamas attack. In the last 3 days, more than 1,500 people have been killed. The war shocking people all over the world, including Western New Yorkers. Both the city of Buffalo and the town of Amherst ramping up police patrols around local synagogues following the Hamas attacks. Now, that's why we're taking extra time tonight to hear what you have to say on the matter. The Jewish community here at home putting on a prayer vigil this evening in Amherst, showing their support for Israel. But that's just one of the voices that we're going to hear from. Our Jocelyn Person went to tonight's vigil where she heard from the organizers of the event and an active member of the Israeli Army National Reserve who's studying abroad at UB. And we're gaining the perspective of a Palestinian American who tells us that he is saddened by what is happening in Gaza.
A sneak attack on the Jewish Sabbath day where hundreds of people were killed. And the impact is being felt here in Western New York as a prayer vigil was held for people who have family and friends in Israel facing the terror by Hamas.
We're not dealing with a regular enemy. We're dealing with, unfortunately, monsters who did things that we can't even speak of. It's not just Gaza, it's not just Hamas. It can be Russia, it can be Iran behind it, and Russia has a big part in training the troops.
Some of them are my close friends who were murdered, and who knows how many more. So no, I'm not okay. I'm angry.
Songs to comfort others while many people are crying for peace. But the big question for many Western New Yorkers, why has it escalated into a war?
It's because of fanatic religion. It's because of exact reasons that ISIS is doing what they're doing, that Al-Qaeda and Taliban are doing what they're doing. It's exact same reason. Everyone who claims that it's a conflict about land is wrong.
7 News reporter Jordan Johnson spoke with a Palestinian American who says the conflict goes back decades.
You know, everybody believes what they see on TV. I mean, most of them do. So when they say the Palestinians or Hamas attacked Israel, that's what they're going to believe. But we've been under attack for 80 years. All we're doing is defending ourselves. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less.
Elisha Amiri is a UB computer science student. He tells me when the attack happened, he was quick to call one of his close friends, who luckily survived the horror.
Very, very lucky to be alive. He said that when it started, like everyone started flocking, and what happened was the terrorists blocked the road and were waiting for a traffic jam to form. And when they saw there were a sufficient amount of cars, they started just shooting everywhere.
Elisha is an active Israeli Army Reserves, and he may be dropping his books to go defend his country.
Friends were drafted. My younger brother, he's 18. He's about to go into the Army as well, just because it's mandatory. But I will not just sit here and do nothing.
Now, Gon and others that you heard from are also encouraging you to educate yourself about the conflict. Now, I've posted those links on WKBW.com so you can click on to read and learn about what's going on. In Amherst, Jocelyn Person, 7 News.